No, it's not. So first of all, and I have had my objections to the job that Karine Jean-Pierre did, but she worked in politics for 21 years, 5 presidential campaigns, and worked in 2 administrations.
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was...
The beloved yet divisive talk show The View is currently embroiled in public outrage, legal threats, and political scandals, sparking speculation that it may be nearing its end. Known for generating intense debate and controversy, the show is at the center of rumors, allegations, and behind-the-scenes drama, leading many to question if this iconic program is facing permanent closure. Could The View be on the verge of its final curtain call?
Even factoring in that she's a nice-looking lady. I love that the Liv's attacks on conservatives right now are that we're hot and...
Yesterday, Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press secretary in history, made waves during her first press briefing by boldly stating that federal agencies would no longer receive funding for transgenderism and wokeness. The host of View quickly reacted, with Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar leading the charge. Goldberg's outburst was particularly controversial, claiming that Leavitt's position was only possible because of the very wokeness she now criticized, suggesting that without it, Leavitt wouldn't have the job. This comment sparked significant online backlash, with even some of Goldberg's followers expressing dissatisfaction with her tone, and others perceiving the remark as disparaging of Leavitt's qualifications. However, it was Joy Behar's comment that truly set the internet ablaze. In the same episode, she joked that Leavitt had been chosen for the role because, in Donald Trump's opinion, she was attractive. This offhand remark was widely condemned as sexist and quickly went viral, drawing criticism from all sides of social media. One user called it misogynist, while another highlighted the irony of a feminist-led show undermining a woman in a leadership role. The backlash was so strong that even conservative commentators, who usually support daytime television, weighed in, defending Leavitt's extensive qualifications and experience.
Something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something.
The drama escalated when reports surfaced that Karoline Leavitt is considering legal action against The View for defamation, despite no formal lawsuit being filed. Sources claim that the personal attacks on her have crossed the line. The prospect of legal action has reportedly stunned ABC's leadership, prompting high-level meetings to discuss damage control. Executives are scrambling to address the mounting political and public backlash surrounding the show as its criticism continues to intensify.
That wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that.
ABC has financial, as well as reputational, stakes in The View, and advertisers are beginning to voice concerns about associating their brands with show facing intense criticism. Daytime television sponsorships are a major revenue source, and if major brands pull back, it could force ABC to make tough decisions about the show's future. This isn't the first time advertisers have distanced themselves from controversial programming, and the network is well aware of the potential financial consequences that could follow, including a significant downturn in revenue.
I'm stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in...
The drama surrounding The View is intensifying as politicians from both parties weigh in. Conservative pundits have strongly criticized the show for maintaining a double standard, particularly in how it treats women with opposing political views. On the other hand, some prominent left-leaning politicians have subtly expressed concerns that the show's increasingly divisive rhetoric may jeopardize its appeal to its traditionally progressive audience. The growing bipartisan criticism has raised alarm over whether The View has alienated even its core constituency, once firmly aligned with its progressive messaging. This unique twist adds a new layer to the ongoing controversy.
She's just 27 years old, but boy, was she giving it to the Trump haters in her first White House brief.
The pressure on The View is mounting, with political analysts speculating that the backlash could unintentionally boost Karoline Leavitt's credibility and broaden her appeal, particularly among younger voters. By remaining composed and avoiding personal attacks during her press briefings, Leavitt has solidified her status as a rising star within conservative movement. As a result, many critics are questioning whether the host's comments have backfired, inadvertently giving Leavitt a larger platform to voice her opinions and connect with a wider audience.
Dang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage.
Behind the scenes, tensions are escalating among the co-hosts of The View. Reports indicate that internal disagreements are emerging over how best to navigate the ongoing controversies surrounding the show. Some hosts are pushing for more provocative commentary, believing it will drive ratings and maintain relevance in the heated media landscape, while others are advocating for a more measured, cautious approach to avoid further escalation of tensions and negative reactions. These different approaches have become more apparent as the drama intensifies, with Joy Behar reportedly championing bold, inflammatory remarks to fuel the ongoing fire, while other co-hosts urge restraint. The conflict among the hosts is beginning to reflect deeper tensions over their differing visions of the show, adding another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. As The View struggles to manage the fallout from various scandals, internal friction between the hosts is complicating matters even further. The growing divide among them highlights a lack of cohesion, making it unclear whether they will be able to successfully navigate these divisions or whether the fractures will only serve to deepen the difficulties the show faces in managing its public image. This conflict also raises important questions about how The View will respond to the external criticisms they're receiving and how they can balance those pressures while maintaining the integrity of the show. Adding fuel to fire is the ongoing scandal surrounding The View co-host Sunny Hostin. Hostin, a prominent figure on the show, has recently found herself embroiled in a legal battle involving her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, a well-known surgeon. Emmanuel is accused of participating in a massive insurance fraud scheme, allegedly involving kickbacks for surgeries and unethical practices that spanned across hundreds of defendants. While Emmanuel's legal team vehemently denies the accusations, calling the lawsuit without merit, the scandal casts a shadow over both his credibility and that of The View itself. Despite the host's firm denials of any wrongdoing, the legal drama threatens to tarnish their public image, with critics questioning how much the scandal reflects on the show. The situation has sparked discussions about the apparent contradictions in The View's messaging, as the show has long claimed to uphold certain values. How can a program continue to champion integrity and responsibility when one of its leading hosts is now linked to such a serious scandal? The irony of the situation is particularly hard to ignore, especially when considering how often the show has been at the center of conversation surrounding appearance, public image, and credibility. This latest scandal, involving accusations against Hostin's husband, only compounds the existing issues the show is grappling with. The irony grows even more apparent when considering the ongoing controversies surrounding The View itself. Some critics have even pointed out the apparent hypocrisy of the hosts criticizing other public figures on their appearance and integrity while being involved in a scandal about these very topics. This adds yet another layer of complexity to the mounting tensions within the program, making it increasingly difficult to separate the host's public image from their private lives while the accusations against Dr. Emmanuel Hostin remain unproven. The cloud of suspicion now hanging over the couple's reputation is undeniable. The ongoing legal drama serves to further fuel the fire, amplifying the external pressure on The View as it navigates the combined impact of internal divisions and external controversies. As the show grapples with these challenges, the mounting criticism is creating a difficult environment in which to maintain any semblance of unity or clarity of purpose. The tensions between the hosts, compounded by the legal scandal, are starting to reflect an overarching sense of internal discord and public dissatisfaction with the show's handling of its reputation. The irony of the situation is further heightened by the fact that The View has often prided itself on discussing issues of public perception, image, and identity. Now, those very concerns are making it difficult for the show to maintain credibility. As the host controversies overshadow their broader objectives, as the situation becomes more complex, it's clear that The View faces a challenging road ahead. The internal disagreements among the co-hosts, combined with the external scandals, signal that the show's future is uncertain. The mounting pressure may require the show to reassess its direction or leadership if it hopes to navigate these tumultuous waters and emerge intact. The friction within the group, along with the ongoing legal battles and public backlash, paint a picture of a program struggling to maintain its place in the spotlight amid growing controversy. Only time will tell how the hosts will manage these internal and external pressures and whether The View can weather the storm.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about basic?
On The View, one co-host who frequently adopts the moral high ground is facing growing scrutiny for her silence on her husband's legal troubles. Critics have wasted no time pointing out the hypocrisy of Sunny Hostin's refusal to publicly address the escalating controversy surrounding her husband, Emmanuel Hostin. The ongoing lawsuit against Emmanuel, accusing him of participating in a large-scale insurance fraud scheme, has thrust both him and Sunny into media spotlight. However, despite the intense public interest, Sunny has remained notably quiet on the matter. This silence has raised eyebrows, especially among ABC staff, with some reportedly questioning whether her continued involvement in the show could further tarnish its already fragile reputation, particularly as the legal battle intensifies. The internal concerns surrounding her silence have become a focal point for staff members and critics alike. Many are left wondering if Sunny's refusal to address the situation is an attempt to distance herself from the scandal, or if it is a calculated effort to maintain the image of moral authority that she often projects on air. The situation has amplified the long-standing criticism that The View has faced over its perceived hypocrisy. The show has been accused of targeting conservative women and using its platform to launch scathing attacks on high-profile figures such as Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Kayleigh McEnany, and more recently, Karoline Leavitt. These attacks, often framed as political commentary, have drawn attention to the show's tendency to criticize conservative figures without offering a fair or balanced perspective. However, when the tables are turned and the spotlight is on the show's own hosts, it seems that The View is far less willing to address its own controversies. This double standard is evident, and has sparked widespread criticism of the show for failing to hold its own hosts to the same standards it applies to others. The hypocrisy has been especially glaring in the wake of the ongoing legal issues surrounding Sunny Hostin's husband. While the show frequently engages in discussions about the ethical conduct of others, it has remained conspicuously silent when it comes to addressing its own host's legal troubles. This silence has led many to question whether the show's self-righteous tone is undermined by its own actions. To make matters worse, The View is now embroiled in another controversy involving Melania Trump. The former First Lady has long been a target of the show's biting commentary, and reports suggest that she is now considering legal action against The View over remarks made by Sunny Hostin and other co-hosts. Over the years, Melania has been the subject of everything from sarcastic jabs to serious accusations about her relationship with her husband, Donald Trump. One of the most controversial moments came when Sunny Hostin speculated that Melania might hate her husband and even want him removed from office. Although the remark was made in jest, it did not sit well with Melania's supporters, many of whom considered defamatory and baseless the suggestion that Melania harbored such strong feelings toward her husband only fueled the fire, with some Trump supporters now reportedly considering legal action against the show for what they perceive as an attack on her character. While there's been no official confirmation of a lawsuit at this point, the mere possibility of legal action adds another layer of complexity to the already tense atmosphere surrounding the show. The brewing storm of potential legal challenges and public backlash has only intensified the scrutiny on The View, particularly in light of the show's tendency to engage in highly charged political commentary while avoiding similar accountability for its own remarks. This brewing controversy surrounding Melania Trump, along with the ongoing legal drama involving Sunny Hostin's husband, highlights The View's ongoing struggles with maintaining its credibility. The show's pattern of engaging in politically charged discussions without facing accountability for its own behavior is creating a growing divide between its political commentary and its ability to navigate the consequences of its actions. The mounting internal tensions, external controversies, and accusations of hypocrisy are beginning to take a toll on the show's public image. As the legal battle surrounding both Sunny Hostin's husband and Melania Trump's potential lawsuit unfold, The View's reputation is increasingly on the line. The show is now facing a series of challenges that could severely impact its ability to remain a leading platform for political and social commentary in the coming weeks. The co-hosts will be put to the test as they attempt to navigate these escalating issues without further alienating their audience or sparking more controversy. How the hosts choose to handle the growing number of accusations and their own internal divisions will play a crucial role in determining the future of the show. The internal friction, fueled by differing views on how to address the controversies, adds another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. The challenges facing The View are not just about managing the fallout from the ongoing legal battles, but also about reconciling the internal conflicts and double standards that have defined much of the show's history. The mounting pressures from all sides are making it increasingly difficult for The View to maintain its status as a leading voice in political and social discourse as the show struggles to balance internal dissent, external controversies, and public backlash. It seems that The View may be at a crossroads. The future of the show is uncertain, and how the hosts choose to address these mounting challenges will determine whether the program can remain relevant or if it will continue to spiral into deeper controversy. The growing number of issues facing the show suggests that the path ahead will require significant changes, whether in strategy, leadership, or both, if The View hopes to survive this turbulent period.
Allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless.
Unnamed sources have revealed that ABC executives are holding internal meetings to address growing concerns surrounding The View. Some believe the network is in panic mode, potentially considering drastic changes to the show's format or even discontinuing altogether. Viewer fatigue is also becoming a major issue, While the show has long thrived on its ability to provoke discussion, many fans now feel it's crossed the line from provocative to outright offensive. Social media responses show an increasing number of viewers calling for the show's cancellation, arguing that it no longer serves as a platform for meaningful conversation, but instead fuels divisiveness. The legal and political repercussions of the show's recent behavior are also hard to ignore. If Karoline Leavitt or Melania Trump follow through with lawsuits, or if Sunny Hostin's husband faces further scrutiny for his involvement in a federal insurance fraud case, the impact could be significant. While defamation cases are notoriously difficult to win, the mere process of a high-profile legal battle could damage ABC's brand and finances. Additionally, the government's possible involvement in these controversies, though speculative, adds another layer of risk for the show. The future of The View is uncertain. Some critics even accuse the show of engaging in propaganda, arguing that its biased reporting and inflammatory remarks amount to political interference. According to insiders, ABC might consider a complete overhaul of the show, potentially replacing the current hosts and refocusing its content to avoid further political pitfalls. On the other hand, some believe the network will double down on the drama, using the controversies to boost viewership and maintain its status as a cultural lightning rod. One thing is clear: The View is at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming weeks will determine whether the show can regain its place as a mainstay of daytime television, or whether it will fade into the annals of controversy and scandal. What do you think? Are the hosts of The View going too far with their remarks, or are they simply exercising their right to free speech? Should the show face legal repercussions or even cancellation due to its controversies? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Thank you for watching Celeb News.